I'm gonna call this the Man City beat for now. Because once I like get further into the mix, I kind of want to try out a new concept where I just kind of talk about anything really. Um, and I'll be honest, 115 charges or not, 4 Premier League titles in a row is like, come on, like that's pretty impressive. I could see people getting mad, like because of the because of the FFP. And I get it. I think ooh, I kind of like that. What's it sound like with the fast delay? We'll go with that. We'll go with the delay. But like I get being a City fan. I understand the implications of that. Like it's like being a KC fan for football. At least I'd imagine. Um, but like, bro, people want to act like these other teams like Chelsea and Man U and even Liverpool like aren't spending an insane amount of money. That's how the Premier League works these days. Like go look at the budgets of a Serie A team and then look at the budget of like even a low table Premier League team. Like there's so much money in the sport right now. I think if the charges end up sticking, like that will taint the legacy. I mean, that's a stain on it. Like they broke the rules, they got caught. If that's the case, and it is what it is. There will be that tarnish. But like people want to act like it takes away from the individual achievements. Like love him or hate him, Pep is one of the greatest coaches of all time. And like yeah, it's pretty systematic football. And honestly, I had more fun watching I had more fun watching Man U and Chelsea this year just because like watching a Man U game, man, that can just go in any direction. And I really liked watching Chelsea this year just because Cole Palmer was going crazy. But like, I don't know, I'm kind of losing the point. But 4 Premier League titles in a row, that's historic. Like it doesn't take away from the individual players if the FFP charges hit. Like they still went out there and did their thing. People were down around Christmas saying they were in a slump, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I don't know, man. It was a good season. I think there were a lot of good games. It was like one of the highest scoring, if not the highest scoring Premier League season of all time. If anyone who happens to watch this watches soccer unapologetically, it's soccer. But if anybody watches soccer or football or whatever you want to call it, let me know in the comments, because like I have a couple friends who watch soccer or watch the Prem, but like they're not really tapped in, and I kind of want to just go on unhinged rants about it. I guess it'll be a while until I can do that again. But if any of y'all care about soccer, let me know, because I can absolutely talk about soccer for a while. That or F1. If we got any F1 fans watching, give me a shout out. Say what's up. Tap in. I missed today's race. I woke up. I woke up with 3 laps left, and I really, really was hoping that Lando would pass max in the last couple laps, but like, come on, it's not super likely that that'll happen. I'm pretty okay with this melody. It's not anything crazy, but like, it's pretty. Take a pretty melody, throw on some dark trap drums, and call it a day. Pretty simple. Speaking of soccer and Man U, actually, Amazon has like a documentary out. I still need to finish the last episode, but it goes over like the '99 campaign with Fergie at Man U, and like it pains me as a City fan that I can't wear United jerseys because they're just tough, and like, I don't know. I would love to get a 1999 David Beckham jersey because it's tough, and like that was the first treble. I think that was the first treble. Don't quote me on that. But like just as a history and as a soccer fan, like, tell me a 99 David Beckham jersey wouldn't go crazy. It's gonna go crazy. You can still get them for like $70. Oh, I wonder how much of the piano roll you can actually see. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure where to like put the second monitor view on the screen. Because it can kind of get in the way. But like, I don't know. I think it's cool to keep the mixer up. It looks neat. The other nice thing about having a template setup is like, I do have to go back and change some of the levels, and like, you know, it's not 100% done once you drag things in there, but like, you drag the hi-hat in, it sounds fine. So it's a good, at least for me, it's a good system to just like make beats, because a lot of the time I feel like I'll make a really crazy beat. It's hard to follow up like back to back to back, just crazy beats. But the only way I feel like you ever actually, at least for me, ever actually do make like a crazy beat is when I just get in the groove of making beats, you know? They don't all need to be crazy, because like 90% of the time rappers pick the not crazy beat anyways. I get the 808 in with a kick. I've kind of been favoring like hard-hitting kicks over super crazy 808s recently, just because like if I'm recording someone and it's just a 2-track, which most of the time, like if I'm just recording somewhere in the studio, I will just use like a 2-track. It sounds crazy to have like really banging 808s and like the beats going crazy, but it's kind of a headache to deal with when you're recording someone. So I've been trying to keep my 808s a little lower. I still try to make them punch through, but like I give the kick enough space to really hit, and then the 808 I've been trying to tuck it so it just carries a lot of the energy. I like the fact that the 808 isn't hitting on the downbeat, but I think I'm gonna put a much more aggressive on like 1 and 5. I really like the Tyrant 808. That's a good one. 88. I think this is C. What is this? C minor? Yeah. I saw this on some YouTube videos, like a free plugin to pick up, and honestly, the distortion on this is really cool. So I'll normally like kind of take it way too far and then just turn down the wet. So you're still getting a lot of that color, but it's not really overwhelming. And then with if you haven't heard of oxide tape, it's It's good. It's just like a tape emulator. I have this one, and I also have the Studer. I feel like the Studer is supposed to be the nicer one, but like something about the color of the oxide tape, like I put it on bass, I put it on drums, I put it on vocals, I put it on my mix bus. Like you can use it for subtle like tonal shaping, or if you crank it kind of how I did here, like you can really pull out some nice distortion. But what if I just left the beat only as this? I honestly think it'd be cool to do more beats where like just straight up not using a pretty common element, but like it sounds cool without a snare, but I feel like the bounces, you gotta lock in once I get like a snare in there. The question is what kind. Let's get a funky snare. Also, hot take, I don't think it's that hard to find like the perfect snare. Like just put one in there, mix it well, and you have a good snare. Like it's not, I get the meme, I get the joke, it is funny. I do obsess over sound selection a lot, but like bro, it's really not that hard to find a good snare. I say that like I'm not about to swap this one out though. Maybe a clap. It doesn't really sound like a clap, but it's under the claps, so it's a clap today. Get a kick. Maybe a clickier kick. I normally pick pretty like subby kicks, pretty punchy, but I've been using more like clicky kicks, because it really does help like get the kick through. Yeah, let's go with that. I mean, that's really it for the beat, I think. Maybe, just arrange it. Yeah, let's do that. So, I went to swap out my Tasty Bev, I ran out of sparkling water.
You made this
and honestly I just arranged the whole beat. But I honestly really like how this one came out. Like it's pretty laid back. I mean, it's also pretty late, so that checks out. But like one of the things I did with the melody is like I stripped it way back, and I did a little bit of automation panning just to kind of open some space up. But when all the melodies were playing at once, like I don't know, I've been trying to put things together and then take out as much as I can and still have it sound good. So like I went through and cut out these melodies, like normally this would look like that, but like the second piano doesn't really need to be playing at the same time, so I'm just doing kind of like an A/B call and response there, and then just trying to bring in elements like before the next bars hit, just to kind of guide the ear without having to use, oh damn, I did not whoops, did not mean to leave my tag there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, instead of using like risers and like really grand kind of transitions, I recently I've just really liked just kind of hinting at the transition. So instead of showing, I'm trying to like guide people through the beat, not like, hey, here's a transition, but like, here, bring in the bell just a little early and then drop everything else out, and that bell keeps going. So like, I don't know, I think it's cool. I think it helps reduce a lot of the clutter in beats, and like I said earlier, like a lot of times rappers will just pick, like, I know for me, I'll make like a beat I think is crazy, and like the melodies are so good and this and that, and like if it was just gonna be a beat, yeah, it's super hot, but like if someone wants to rap on it, you gotta give them space. And that's why a lot of the times for me, like, people would pick beats I didn't think were that good, because I'm like, oh, I just did like one melody, like why would you pick that? But they picked it because it was simple and they can hear the pocket, so let's make the pocket for them. We've all done it, but all of my VSTs were disabled. I was sitting there making changes like it did something. Yeah, there we go. I've also seen a lot of people use the limiter on God Particle, and like, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of God Particle's limiter. It bangs, like it gets loud, it sounds good. This is one of my favorite EQs. I really like mid-side EQ stuff. It doesn't always make complete sense, to be honest, but like, you can open up so much room using mid-side instead of just like standard stereo EQ. And I have the UAD Spark bundle, and this comes with it. So if you have that bundle, like, tap in. It's a really good EQ, especially like on your mix bus or your master bus. I don't really master my beats anymore. I guess technically I do. But like, I used to like make my beats and then export them and then master them, but like that's doing way too much, because realistically I'm gonna send some of the stems if they use the beat, or I'm gonna use the stems. Like, there's no reason long as it's loud and sounds good. What more do you need? Yeah, that's the beat. Man City won 4 in a row. I like Man U's kits. Garnot, bro. Circle back to soccer. Like Garnacho and Hoyland, like they're fun players to watch. I'm really excited to see how they develop. I want Man U and Chelsea and honestly and Tottenham to do well, because like it's nice when everyone's super tough. Like obviously I want Man City to keep getting the dub, like don't get me wrong, it was exciting that it came down to the last day today, but like, you know, Man U shouldn't be in this much turmoil. There's no reason. Like I don't know about Ten Hag. I really wanted to believe that Ten Hag was the answer for a while, but bro, freeform football doesn't work if you're just getting ripped through the midfield like that, my guy. Like, have you seen Man U on defense? It's a nightmare, bro. Like, but you know, maybe Ten Hag turns it around. I hope they do, because they're a fun team to watch. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. I plan on doing